This paraphrase is based on some literal translations of the Greek text. Contrary to most of the thought-for-thought translations that added the pronoun "him" after the word restraining, so that it is read as restraining him, as if evil was being restrained. And so, readers will automatically think that the restrainer must be from a good power. However, here on my paraphrase, I used a literal translation as my basis for a paraphrase. So based on the context of PauI's letter, it is not evil which was being restrained. So I added that what was being restrained was the revelation of evil, its exposure. Apostle Paul wrote this to his brothers in Thessalonica during the 1st century, saying about the coming or presence of our Lord and our being gathered to him. We ask you, dear brothers, not be easily unsettled or alarmed by some prophecy report or letter that seemed came from us, saying the day of the Lord is already happening. Don't let yourselves to be deceived by anything or someone. For that day, presence or coming of the Lord will not come unless the peak of rebellion happens first, and then the man of sin is revealed or exposed, the one doomed to destruction, who will oppose and exalt himself above all the holy ones, set himself up in the temple or church of God, claiming to be God.
Don't you remember? I used to tell you these things when I was still with you.
And you know what restrains now his revelation, so that he will only be exposed at the appointed time.
The power of lawlessness is already at work, but in mystery, or secret, hidden, unfathomable by the world, not yet exposed or revealed, it is being concealed or covered. And the one that is restraining this exposure from happening will continue to do so till he is taken out of the way.
When he is taken out, then the lawless one will finally be revealed, whom the Lord will overthrow by the breath of his mouth. The Spirit, the sword, or the word of his mouth, the word of truth, and destroy by the splendor or brightness of his presence, coming, day or rain.
The people who claimed to follow the saints of God did reach their peak of rebellion during the 5th century, and a new church was allowed to trample on the true church that was to prevent them from shining on the people to punish them. The people who rebelled, a fake light was allowed to rule over them. This church is the body of the lawless power whom our Apostle Paul was talking about during his reign. The faith and endurance of the saints or church of God were put to the test to prove their rights as co-judges later when their appointed time comes. They were opposed and oppressed by this power, and even set himself up above them all by claiming he is their head and their holy father, and also preached that the 1,000 years of the Lord was already happening, which the saints were forewarned about it. This spirit reigned for 1,000 years until the dawn of the day started to break in the 1500s. More than 200 years later, specifically in the late 1700s, the darkness that restrained his revelation was finally purged away. The light deposed him from his high seat and destroyed him into many fragments. Each fragment is now opposing the others as the day continues to expose and grind him in pieces. Soon he will be ground to dust and be blown away, to be seen no more.
I believe it is now the time for us, the people of the saints, to come out from this wicked one. For the saints are now executing the fair judgment of God.